You're watching Monty TV. I'm Jackie Karsh, sitting down now with Naftali Harris. He's the co-founder and CEO of an identity verification technology company, SentiLink. Thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you, Jackie.
What societal expectations should we all have as we move more into the technology space, more so than we were ready?
That's a great question. I think that consumers today have expectations that come from the consumer apps they work with. We expect things to be fast and easy to use, like a Gmail or a Google or a Facebook. And consumers carry that same expectation to other kinds of services they use, like financial institutions or their banks. And that creates a challenge because it's harder to provide a safe and secure experience as a bank than it is to do it for Gmail. And so that really causes a problem for institutions out there that need to provide those kinds of services.
Now, you have some really impressive customers and a lot of major banks, credit unions, and fintech companies. How are you approaching that kind of business where the material that you're dealing with is so sensitive?
We take it incredibly seriously, and we're proud to support all the banks, credit unions, fintechs out there. We help them to verify who their customers are, make sure they're working with real people, and protect the identities of their customers or members. It's something that we take seriously, and we're proud to help them with.
Talk to me about the integration of the AI.
Well, at SentiLink, we have what many have called a human-in-the-loop model, where we don't believe that AI by itself is able to detect fraud. Instead, what I actually do is our company, SentiLink, employs a team of fraud intelligence analysts who every day are looking through applications for credit or banking products manually and investigating them and finding fraud. And those insights lead to ideas we have about how to find fraud, how to separate out fraud from real customers, and leads to the advantage that we have. In fact, that's so important to me that every week on Thursday, I have the entire company spend an hour reviewing fraud cases. So everyone from me, I'm the CEO, to our accountants, our recruiters, our engineers, the entire company spends an hour manually looking through fraud cases, trying to understand what separates out a fraudster from a good customer.
We touched on this a little bit earlier, but as there are more and more digital transactions and more people feel comfortable purchasing things in a digital way, what challenges does that pose for you?
Well, Jackie, today you and I are sitting face to face from each other and we can identify each other. But if we're online, how do you know that the person you're working with is a person? And the joke, everyone can be a dog on the internet, if you will. And so there's a real challenge there, and I think that creates opportunities for companies like us to help with identity verification.
It seems like the user feels like with the rise of AI and the integration of it into companies, that they're just more and more companies are handing off all of those tasks to a computer when they really trust that person-to-person connection.
Yeah, well, I think one thing that's important for everyone to recognize is AI is not magic. People sometimes think about it in this way. We at SentiLink use what many would call old-fashioned AI, machine learning, specifically the technique called supervised machine learning, where what we do is we have our team of analysts manually review the transactions, label it, and show the machine, hey, this is what fraud looks like, or this is what not fraud looks like. And it's working hand in hand that actually, I believe, leads to much better results than sort of throwing everything in some big black box and kind of hoping it'll work. So we have, if you will, a manual or a human touch.
What are you most excited about as you're building into 2024, 2025?
I'm really excited about the opportunities we have here at SentiLink. And we already help over 1 million people every day prove who they are. We stop 20,000 identity theft attempts every day. That's something I'm very proud of. And I think, today we serve primarily financial institutions, but I think there's opportunities for us in areas like government or e-commerce or the gig economy where we can help more people, we can stop more fraud, and we can prevent more honest consumers from having their identities get misused.